Vasudhi Mataji, would you like to sing the bhajan Jai Radha Madhava?
Sure, Mataji. Hare Krishna devotees, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Jai Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jai Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Girivardhari. Jai Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Jashodanandana, Brajajana Ranjana, Jamuna Tirabanachari, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jamuna Tirabanachari, Jaya Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Very nice, very nice. You took us to the spiritual world, Mataji. Thank you so much. And anyone would like to recite the introduction prayer?
Okay, would Anupa Manjari Mataji like to do it?
Hare Krishna, I'm not home. I am in the grocery store. Yes.
Okay, all right. I'll do it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Om Ajnanatimrandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapal Kamalam Shri Shri Gurun Vaishnavamcha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saganar Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sujivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijanam Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Pada Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vitam Cha He Krishna He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopecha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarupyacha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you, Mother.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for reciting so nicely. So today we are summarizing the chapter 15th, which is the Yoga of the Supreme Person, the Purushottama Yoga. So to easily remember, I tried to use some acronym. Actually, this acronym I took one of the class of His Grace Subhavilas Prabhu. Uh, and he explained so nicely through this acronym, so I took from there. So this is home, HOME. So H stand for home or hotel. So the question is, are we trying to return to our eternal home, which is in the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, or becoming attached to the material world, which is temporary, which is not our real home? It is kind of hotel for us. In hotel, we can stay for some days, but we cannot stay there for a long time. Only just for some days, we can enjoy there, but we cannot enjoy there by staying longer. So, uh, home is explains the like this is, means what is our real, which place is our real place, is our real home. This is like this, the material world or the spiritual world. Then we'll go to the letter O. O means on and on, over and over again. This explains that the material attachment keep us entangled uh, in the cycle of birth and death. Like punarapi janamam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jathare sayanam, which is very painful. But a devotee goal should break, goal should be like that, to break this type of cycle, this birth and death cycle. So Lord has explained in this chapter how to break this cycle. Then we'll go to the letter M. M stands for maintainer, maintainer of all. So Krishna is the Purushottam. He is the Supreme Lord. He is the beginning and he is the end of everything. He maintains and he supports all the living beings and all the entire creation. So we'll read when we'll go to the deep to the chapter, we can understand. Then E stands for essence. Essence here, essence is bhakti, is devotion. So the ultimate purpose uh, of a devotee is perform the loving devotional service to the Supreme Lord. And through his pure bhakti, one can return to the eternal abode of Lord Krishna, and which is his like real home. Devotees, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see the first
Oh,
one.
Yes, Mataji.
oh, okay.
One.
Then we'll go to the next. We'll go actually next. We'll go to the deeply to the verses. So it is from verse 1 to 2. The upside down banyan tree. So here Krishna, in the first sloka, Krishna compares the material world to the upside down banyan tree. Generally, a tree has the roots downward and branches upwards. But when we are standing in a lake shore, um, and seeing the reflection tree, it is the reflection tree has the roots like upward and branches are downwards. So Krishna, here Krishna is comparing the spiritual world to the original tree and the material world to the upside down tree. And then question will come, how the tree is nourished, how the upside down tree is nourished, and how does it grow. So in the second verse, Krishna is giving this answer. He In the second verse, Krishna says, guna pravadha visaya pravala, means he is describing about the three gunas. three gunas of material nature, that is sattva guna, mode of goodness, rajaguna, mode of passion, and tamoguna, mode of ignorance. And these three material natures, these three material modes manage all the jivas and their lives in the material world. When the jivas are doing so many good and bad activities, and they are also creating the good and bad reactions. Every action has some reaction. So when they are doing some good activities, they are creating some action like good action, or when they are doing bad activities, they are creating some action. So some reactions, those reactions are called karma, the fruitive activities. And the karmas entangle the soul in this material world. In short, we can say the gunas of prakriti and karmas of jiva, they nourish the material tree, this upside down tree. Then we go to the next. And this is, in this slide, we are mentioning the third verse from the third verse to sixth verse. How to cut the tree. In this section, Krishna is giving advice to cut this material entanglement with the weapon of detachment, means asanga. Asanga sastrena dridhena chitva. So Krishna is basically trying to inspire us to cut our connection with this material world by cultivating the detachment. We are in this material world because of the attachment, because we are attached to our bodies, to our passion, to our position, to our possession, and like this. So Lord Krishna is basically trying to inspire us to cut all of our connection with this material world by cultivating detachment. But there is one question. If once we enter this material world, then where do you go? Krishna says, come to my abode. He's he's clearly mentioning in the fourth verse that, and he's giving the open invitation to all. Like we can go to this spiritual abode. Then another question arises, like how to go there. So the answer is very simple, by surrendering to Krishna. Actually, I was hearing one class of His Grace Gaurang Darshan Prabhu. He was mentioning about some like 3D formula. You can cut this material tree with 3D formula. 3D formula means like determination, detachment, and devotion. With this formula, you can fully surrender to the Supreme Lord and you can attain His abode. Then another question will come. What is the surrendering process? What are the qualities that we are supposed to maintain to enter the spiritual world? So Krishna reveals these qualities in the verse number 5. And Krishna describes there are 6 qualities. These are like free from false ego and illusion, nirmana moha, no bad association, jitasanga dosa, be rooted in spiritual practice, adhyatma nitya. And fourth one is free from the material, free from the duality, like free from the happiness and distress. Also, Krishna mentions in the verse like matra sparsastu kaunteya sitosna sukha dukkhada agamapayino nityas tansthitikasya bharata. Krishna also here uh, advising like one should be always free from duality. Then the sixth one is one should be unbewildered. So the people having these six qualities know how to surrender to the Supreme Lord. And 15.6, Lord mentions it's very important. One very important thing Lord is saying here, one who reached the eternal kingdom, he never returned. It is very important. Then we go to the next one. So in this slide, we are describing from verse number 7 to 9. So it is mentioning about the means uh, like who can like what is the like living entity. So actually, the living entity, who are the living entity? These are the living entities are the eternal part of Krishna. They are the Amsa. So here question arises, why they are struggling? Because they are the Amsa, they are the part of Krishna, but they are struggling. When Krishna is the Vibhu, and we are the Anu. We are the eternal part of Krishna, but we are struggling in the material world because because of this material entanglement, and due to the karmas, due to the fruitive activities, due to the three modes of nature, we are doing karmas, and due to those karmas, we are accepting different bodies like. Uh, mm, birth and death again and again, and uh, like this. So here the 15.7 verse is very important. So can anyone please recite this verse? Subal,
Try Mataji.
yeah. Sure, please.
मामेश्वर जीवलोके जीवभूत सनातनः मनः सत्तानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति. Hare Krishna.
Can you please read the translation, Mataji?
Sure, Mataji. The living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal parts. Due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the six senses, which include the mind. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for reciting the verse and reading so nicely. Mataji, would you want to share anything from this verse?
Yes, I think what I'm understanding here is that Krishna is saying that we are very, very, very small parts of Vibhu, which is Krishna. And we are struggling in this material world because instead of remembering that we are part of Krishna and remembering Krishna always, we are and satisfying Krishna, we are instead of doing that, we are trying to fulfill the desire of all our senses. What can we eat? Where can we go? What can we touch? What can we smell? What can we see? And we think that in doing those sense gratifications, we will become happy. But this world, this material world, is dukhale shashvatam. Always, it doesn't matter if, like, even if the biggest happiness that you want in this material world, you get it, still after some time, that happiness weans away. It diminishes, and you go back to that state of being restless. So, I think that is what I'm understanding. Sense gratification is does not lead to happiness. And Krishna consciousness is the only way to happiness. I think that's what we're saying. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, nicely said, very nicely said. Yes, Mataji. Yes, this is Dukhalayam Asaswatam. Dukha is there in this material world, and this is not the real. This is Asaswatam. So why we are trying to stay here? That is the question. Then from verse number 10 to 11, so here the question come like, who can understand the soul's journey? Like after the death, uh, what is means who can understand the soul's journey? And who cannot understand and who can understand the soul's journey after the death. So materialistic and the foolish people who are ignorant, they don't understand the soul's journey. But the wise people, the yogis, the wise people, they can understand the soul's journey and the cycle of birth and death because they have the real vision, they have the real wisdom. So through their knowledge and wisdom, they know that. But the materialistic people, they don't know. And the wise people, they always work to be how to be free from this material entanglement, from this cycle of birth and death. And this real vision comes through the bhakti, through the like while we are surrendering to Krishna and we are reading the scriptures, we are doing bhakti. So we are gradually increases the knowledge. So this knowledge, so one can understand the source journey through the bhakti. Then from verse number 12 to 15. So here, this verse explains about Krishna. Krishna is the maintainer. He is the supreme personality of Godhead. Krishna is the light of the sun and moon. He is the moon sign who supplies juice for the juice in the vegetables and fruits for the nourishment to all. And he is the fire digestion in all beings, Jataragni. And he resides as the Paramatma in everyone's heart. Actually, if one is devotee or non-devotee, if one loves Krishna or one does not love Krishna, it does not matter for Krishna. Krishna resides everyone's heart as the Paramatma. And he is the source of memory, knowledge, and forgetfulness. I think this is an important verse, verse number 15. So, devotees, anyone would like to recite this verse?
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji.
Hare
May I
Krishna,
read,
Prabhuji.
shall I
Yes.
try, Mataji?
Please,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna. Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishto mattah smirit jnanam apoham cha vedaisya cha sarvai aham eva vidvo vedanta krda veda vid evacham. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Shall I try translation?
Sure, Prabhuji, please.
I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji.
Prabhuji, do you like to share anything from this?
What I understood with my poor knowledge, Mataji, Lord Sri Krishna is describing that I am seated in everyone's heart, irrespective of, see, we have built caste, religion, etc. But Lord Sri Krishna Swami prescribed that I am in seated everyone's heart. but knowledge also. So always we have to think Sri Krishna, and always we have to thankful to Sri Krishna and do good and be good. That's all what I understood, Mataji. Dandavat pranam.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for describing so nicely. So, devotees, anyone would like to share his thought regarding this verse, Mataji and Prabhuji?
Yeah, I can add something.
Please,
It's a
Prabhuji.
very nice verse, and Krishna is emphasizing, I mean, he's telling us that everything that we know, that we are totally controlled by, and all our memory or knowledge or talent, uh, everything comes from him. And especially the part about forgetfulness. The forgetfulness is very important because uh, although we keep forgetting things in the present life, but what's very important is that we know nothing about our past life. And because if we once we know our past life, then it's impossible to lead this life. Uh, so he's the one who starts us off again with a blank memory as far as the past is concerned. And then we continue to accumulate during the rest of our lives. Then he's also the Vedas itself, and also the compiler of the Vedas through Vyasadeva, who is uh, one of the uh, not incarnations but expansion or yeah, literary incarnation we can call it. And he knows all the Vedas, and by giving us the Vedas, he's giving us the knowledge. So he's putting everything in front of us, and it's up to us to uh, read those Vedas through uh, from a spiritual master or through a discussion among knowledgeable devotees, and then we try to slowly gather the knowledge of what this whole life is all about and why we have to uh, uh, go back to Godhead. Why the whole world is just a dukkha shashvatam. So he is the Vedas and he has compiled the Vedas for our particular benefit, and we have to use the Vedas to avail of that opportunity to go back. Those are some of the things, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very nicely said. Yeah, as you said, like he gave us the remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. The forgetfulness is important because if we uh, remember our past life, it is very difficult to move on because like we don't know for this janma, for this bath, why did we get this bath. We did lot of things like we don't know what we did in the past life, and if we know that, then it will be very difficult for us to move on. Yes, Prabhuji. Then from verse number 16 to 18, here uh, Krishna is mentioning three, like there are two class of beings, that is Kshara and Akshara. Kshara means fallible or perishable, and Akshara means infallible, imperishable. So Kshara is the like uh, in the material world, all the living beings, all the conditioned souls, they are kshara, they are fallible. But in the spiritual world, the liberated souls, the beings, they are akshara or infallible. But Krishna is beyond the both kshara and akshara. He is the Purushottam, he is the supreme, he is the supreme personality of Godhead. And in verse number 19 and 20, Krishna is revealing very important thing. He is revealing like one statement, knowing me means knowing everything. Knowing Krishna means knowing everything. Whoever knows me, Krishna says here, whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, there is nothing left for him to know. There is no knowledge left for him to know. So, this is the topmost wisdom he is giving to us. So, one who knows this knowledge, this is most confidential knowledge, that is Guhyatama, most confidential knowledge. Who knows this most confidential knowledge, he engages himself in the full devotional service to the Supreme Lord with love and pure bhakti. And in 15.20, Lord says, uh, this is this is the most confidential. This is the Guhyatama knowledge. And who understand this knowledge, he become the wise and he attain the perfection. What does perfection means? Perfection means to attain the supreme, eternal abode, the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. This is one devotee's goal. I think we have done with 20 verses. Thank you so much, Mataji and Prabhuji, for bearing me. Can anyone, would you like to share your thought, Mataji and Prabhuji? And any addition, any correction, any addition, please.
Mataji, I actually have one question. I think so. I joined a little bit later, but when I joined, I think so till Shlok 8, there was one part where you said, um, one has to be free from duality.
Yes, Mataji.
Can you explain that a little bit more, Mataji?
Sure, Mataji. Duality. Mataji, duality means Krishna is describing 6 qualities. So one of the qualities is free from dualities. Let me grab this. Mm.
This was before the slide 9 to 15, I think.
Yes. This is, this is here in, I think it is verse number 4, I think. So these are the 6 qualities to surrender Krishna. So one of them is free from dualities. Means dualities means sukha dukha. Means one should be like the same in sukha and dukha. Sometimes in we are the conditioned souls. So in the time of happy, like in time, if there is any sukha, there is in happiness, we are extremely happy. And when there is any distress or there is some bad news for us, then we are like extremely sad. So it is not recommendable for a devotee. This is not a good quality for bhakti. So one devotee should free from dualities, because and how he can free from dualities, because we are surrendering to Krishna. We are leaving everything on Krishna. Whatever we are just doing our duty, and we are leaving the result to Krishna. We are offering the result to Krishna, so he will take care. We should be fully dependent on Krishna so that we can free from dualities. Because whatever the result will come, it is either favorable for us or unfavorable for us, but it is good for us. Sometimes we have to give some test if we are getting some bad news or getting some bad result in our duty from our duties, but this is our test. We should not be you should not be so much sad for that. So I recited one verse Krishna is saying, Matras parsastu kaunteya sitosna sukha dukkhada. Sitosna means after winter, summer will come. After summer, winter will come. So in this way, it is a cycle. In this way, after after dukha, sukha will come. So we should not be worried about that. We should always uh, react same.
Thank you, Mataji. I understand. I have one related question to Mataji. So, like, does this also apply to bhakti? Like, suppose if somebody was planning to do a bhakti vriksha session or to visit a temple, and then that plan doesn't work out. So, in that situation, like, is if they feel sad about that, is it okay, or they should just think that no, this is Krishna's wish, so it's fine. Like, when the time is right, it will happen.
Very nice question, Mataji. Yeah, if you are trying to doing bhakti or going to means trying to go to attend some satsang like Bhakti Vriksha and we cannot go, it's okay. This time cannot go due to some problem or but we should pray to Krishna that how we can join then for the next time because it will not always be happening, right? So next time we can join. So we cannot be too much sad.
I understand, Mataji, but it's
And
normal, right?
it's
In
normal.
that situation, we should not be like, oh, it doesn't matter, I couldn't go, it is fine. Like to bhakti, these same rules, they apply to everything else besides bhakti, right, Mataji?
Yeah, it is little different. Means here it is mentioned free from dualities. Means sometimes some bad in our life some bad time comes, right? So it is totally, I think it is totally different. Sometimes yes, if something happens, some work pressure due to some work pressure or something like that, some health issue, we cannot join any satsang, then it's okay. We should pray for and we should and we can at home we can listen some lectures, we can listen some kirtan. In this way also we are doing bhakti, right? We are also connecting to Krishna.
Yes.
So we think like that. Devotees, can you please explain little bit more to Mataji? Anyone, please?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yeah, Mataji very nicely explained, Shalini Mataji. Pragna Mataji explained very well. So yes, so what she is saying, yes, bhakti, duality, not to be dual is very important. This duality is actually hamper our bhakti process. So suppose something I'm practicing Krishna consciousness very seriously, and something happened to our family, right? Because of that, something bad happened to our family. Because of that, my all faith, like, why it happened to me? Why? So that actually put me down from the bhakti ladder, thinking, and therefore it's affecting a lot. I mean, that suppose the incident affects me a lot, and therefore I am like kind of moving backward from bhakti
Mm.
for some time. But that is the duality. We should not do that. We have to be tolerable. We should tolerate the situation. A wise man, what Krishna is telling to Arjuna, a wise man should be tolerant. So they should not act with the situation. Like if I have love for someone, it should stay, whatever it could be. So
Mm.
this is in material world. Then in Krishna's service, Krishna is our Supreme Lord. If the love is pure, if the love is genuine, then it won't decrease, right? If something happened, our faith, our trust won't decrease from Krishna. It will be the same. But actually, in reality, what happens sometimes during the distress, during bad condition, our faith goes down because that faith is not very steady. That is the duality, Mataji. So Krishna is telling to Arjuna, do not yeah, duality is not good for bhakti.
Thank you, Mataji. I understand. Thank you, Mataji, for explaining. I actually have one other on that same slide. The last point was there bewilderment. Can you explain that one also a little bit more?
What is bewilderment?
On
Yes.
bewildered, Mat.
Yeah, Mataji explain. Yeah.
This is Mataji, you explain, please.
Oh, wait, you do Mataji. It's okay.
This is also connected to the duality, when we are means some bad thing is happening with us, we should not be bewildered. I can give one example so that you can understand properly. Like uh, Prahlad Maharaj, right? His father was always trying to um, kill him due to his pure bhakti to the Supreme Lord. But he was always in quiet, in very, how can I say, like, he was not bewildered. He has the deep uh, faith on the Supreme Lord. So because he has surrendered to Supreme Lord, so he is not bewildered. That is
Mataji.
the
So
thing.
we have faith. So we should have strong faith in Krishna.
Yes. So if we have strong faith in Krishna, what worst situation come to our life, we don't care because everything we depend on Krishna. So what he will do good for us. That is
Thank you,
the
Mataji.
thinking.
I understand. They're related basically, the duality and this one. I understand.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's a bewilderment. Most like Mataji. Actually, it's an adverb used for the adjectives means someone's mental state. Like bewilderment is a mental state, and when I'm too attached to something, I am too angry to something. That is bewilderment. Means suppose I'm too attached to my car, right? If something happened to the car, I'm very angry, right? If it scratches someone, maybe in the parking lot did something, so so that's why I'm very very angry on that. That's a material example, Mataji. So
Kind of sadness, angry,
yeah.
right, Mataji? Yeah.
Yeah, so that means you are bewildered. Like Prahlad Maharaj, what Mataji was giving example, he is a sthita pragya, he is a pure devotee. Nothing can disturb him because he's totally focused on Krishna, on Vishnu. Whereas his father, he is a bewildered. He is angry because why Prahlad Maharaj is not obeying him as a supreme lord, because Hiranyakashipu wants himself to be called as supreme lord, and that Hiranyakashipu make other people to call him as the supreme lord. But his own son is not doing it, that's why he is bewildered. So that
And
bewilderment is not good for bhakti. So for the devotee also bewilderment, I mean too much attachment, too much angry, too much anything is not good for bhakti. That's mean, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
thank you.
Yeah.
Beautifully explaining. Thank you, both Mataji, for the question.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for the nice question. Anupama Manjari Mataji, would you like to share anything?
Um, yes, I want to share actually so much, but right now is not the moment because when we went to the the katha and we did like so much prachar about the Alup Jhulota program. So we learn so much actually, like how like sometimes like people treat us very badly, and then we still see the positive side, So it's kind of hard for us, like me and Krisha, we try to each other, we support with each other, because some of the people told us not to share or not to do like give you negative negative answers, and then we still in a positive mood. So I feel so hard, but we still feel like it now. We did it, we try our best. Even some of the people like very bad with us, and then like end of the katha, like 7 days later, when we say like thank you so much for we appreciate whatever we help us for our prachar for Alup Julota, and then the same person they give us blessings, like, oh wow, you are young people, and I can't believe it, you did it, so it's like stay in a positive way is very hard, especially when we do prachar. So now I feel like the Radha Mataji and Subala Prabhu, because all the time they are distributing the books, so now I feel that they are paying, so this is our new experience for us, me and Krisha, but it's wonderful experience. Yes. Yeah, maybe tomorrow, one after one, I'll be going to share everything, Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol for all your wonderful Seva Mataji, you and Krishna Mataji. Hari Bol.
Hari bol, Hari bol.
Hari Bol.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for sharing. This is the power of association, power of bhakti, because whatever you are doing, your motive is to please the Supreme Lord, to please Krishna. So you are not you are not bewildered. What they are saying, what they are commenting, you don't care for that. Whatever you are doing for Krishna. Yeah, very nice, Mataji. Subal Prabhuji, would you like to share anything? Okay. So, devotees, shall we go to the next part, or we are out of time for the quiz?
Mataji, you conducted quiz. I am waiting for that.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let me share my screen. So, we have 15 questions from this chapter. So, first question, in the first sloka, what analogy does Krishna use to describe the material world? A flowing river of illusion, an upside down tree, a grand palace with locked doors, and a fleeting dream in the night.
B, an upside down sheet.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji. And we are missing Rama Prabhu today, actually. And second question, according to the second verse, what nourishes the causes the material tree to grow? Time and space, material desire, and physical labor, the three gunas of material nature and karma of the jivas, and D, devotion and pious rituals.
See,
Yes. And question number 3, what are the three modes of material nature gunas mentioned in the summary? Satya, Treta, Dwapara. B, Sattva, goodness, Rajo, passion, Tamo, ignorance. C, karma, Jnana and bhakti. D, Mana, buddhi, ahankar.
B. Sattva, goodness, Rajo, passion, and Tamo, ignorance.
Hari Bol, Rama Prabhu. Nice to hear
Jai.
from you. Yeah. And he was not in the class. Still, he knows everything.
Hari bol.
And question number 4, what is the weapon that Lord Krishna advises us to use to cut our entanglement with the material world? The sword of knowledge, the weapon of detachment, Asanga Sastrena, the shield of austerity, the arrow of truth.
E. The weapon of detachment, Asanga Sastrana.
Hari Bol Prabhu.
Rama Prabhu is doing.
He knows everything. And number 5, what is the 3D formula mentioned in the summary for cutting the material tree and attaining Krishna's abode? A. Discipline, duty, devotion. B. Desire, detachment, direction. C. Determination, detachment, devotion. D. Duality, dedication, divinity.
C,
Yeah, determination, detachment, devotion. Number 6. Which of the following is not one of the 6 qualities described in verse number 15.5 required to surrender to the Supreme Lord? A. Free from false ego and illusion. Deeply attached to material positions and possessions. No bad association, Jitasanga dosa. D. Rooted in spiritual practice, Adhyatma Nitya.
B.
Yes. According to number 7, according to Bhagavad Gita 15.6, what happens to those who reach the eternal spiritual kingdom? A. They eventually return to the material world to take birth again. B. They merge into the formless Brahman. C. They never return to this material world. D. They wander through different higher planetary systems.
C.
Sorry?
Oh,
C.
C. Did you say C, Rama Prabhu?
oh yes, Mataji.
Oh, Hari Bol. They never return to this material world. Yes. Number 8. How does the summary describe the true identity of living entities, jivas? A. Independent creators of their own destiny. B. Eternal fragmental parts, amsa, of Lord Krishna. C. Temporary manifestations of material energy. D. Rulers of the material universe.
B. Eternal fragmental parts, Amsha of Lord Krishna.
Hari Bol Prabhu. Very nice. Who is capable of understanding the soul's journey and the cycle of material birth and death? Materialists and ambitious politicians. B. Wealthy and influential leaders. C. Wise people and yogis utilizing their spiritual wisdom. D. Those who have mastered modern science and technology.
C. Wise people and yogis utilizing the spiritual wisdom.
Hari Bol Prabhu. Yes. Then number 10. Which of the following is mentioned as one of the Lord Krishna's manifestations in verse 12 to 15? A. The fire of digestion in all living bodies. B. The gravitational pull of the planets. C. The roaring sound of the ocean waves. D. The changing seasons of earth.
A.
A.
Hari Bol. Number 11. In addition to being the light of the sun, moon, and fire, what does Krishna supply as the moonshine to nourish the vegetables and fruits? A. Morning dew. B. Juice. Rasatmakaha. C. Life breath. Prana. D. Sweet fragrance.
Light breath.
Uh,
No?
no, Mataji.
B.
Juice.
Mm.
Oh, Rashti.
Rasatmakaha. Yeah.
Rashti.
The moonshine through the
Ah,
moonshine.
yeah, yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Then number 12, within every living being's heart, in what capacity does the Lord reside? A. As the creator of material desires. B. As a silent witness, Sakshi only. C. As the Paramatma, super soul and the source of memory, knowledge and forgetfulness. D. As the judge of moral actions.
C.
Hari Bol. Number 13. How are living beings categorized in the material and spiritual worlds in verse 16 and 18? A. Rich and poor. B. Fallible Akshara in the material world and infallible Akshara in the spiritual world. C. Young and old. D. Pious and impious.
B.
B.
Yes, Prabhuji. Number 14. Where does Lord Krishna stand in relation to the fallible Kshara and infallible Akshara beings? He is equal to both of them. He is part of the infallible spiritual world. He is completely beyond both and is the Supreme Lord Purushottama. He originates from the fallible material energy.
C.
See, he is see, he is the complete beyond both and he is the Supreme Lord. Yes. Number 15. According to 15.19 and 20, what is the result of knowing Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead? A. One achieve material wealth and for prosperity. B. There is nothing left for him to know and he attains topmost wisdom and perfection by engaging in devotional service. C. One instantly attains mystical yogis, siddhis. D. One becomes equal to the creator Brahma.
E.
B.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. So we have finished the quiz. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining. And Raghu Prabhu, I could not get chance to. Yeah, would you like to share some your thought, Prabhuji?
Well, you described everything very well with those slides. So this whole chapter is a beautiful chapter. It's got a very nice flow. Starts with the material world and how we are all entangled in this material world. And Krishna goes on to describe how we should surrender to him and how we can come out of this material world. And we are entangled because of the three gunas of material nature. So and then he also goes on to describe uh, how he's the source of everything, how he's the source of the Vedas, how he's the source of the fire, the digestion in our body, everything. So he is really the controller, supreme controller. So we have to understand that, and we are just servants, his servants, and we have to serve him. Yeah. So and then our whole goal, the whole life, should be not to uh, become victims of the dualities, and we transcend above that. We go above the three modes of material nature and surrender to the Paramatma, the Super Soul, and the Supreme Lord, and try to attain uh, the eternal abode. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very nicely explained. Yeah, so I think we are out of time. Shall we conclude now?
Let's say 3 times Haripol to Rupi Maharaj. Haripol.
Haribol.
Hari
Haribol.
bol, Hari
All
bol,
the
Hari
devotees.
bol, Rupi Mataji.
बोल रूबी माता जी की प्रज्ञा माता
Yeah.
जय हरे कृष्णा
Thank you so much, devotees, for joining and for bearing me for last 1 hour.
Mataji,
Please
you are
forgive
telling
me.
wonderfully. We never expected a very, very nice meeting. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
थैंक यू
Thank
माता
you so
जी
much,
Thank you,
Prabhuji,
जय
for a
Mataji.
nice
Thank you
Hari
for the
presentation.
Bol,
class.
Mataji.
कृष्णा
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः.
Hari bol, Mataji.
Thank you so much.